Right, here comes the cover. I've decided that's where I sort of want it. So I've sort of placed it there now because, you know, because of the round spine, it's harder to lay flat because we've got a bit of indentation when it's flat. So I tend to do mine like that. I hope you can see all right because it's raised up a bit. Not yet, it's fine. So I will glue down the spine first because I've placed it exactly where I want it. So and then I'll sort of stretch it around and then do this. And I'm going to fray these bits as well. Or well, this was while I was doing this, I'm actually put a coat of what's it called? God, that was awful. Mod Podge. Mod Podge on the piece that I'm going to use for the front. So just for protection, really. It is done with a laser printer, but I thought I would add a bit of protection as well. Okay, make sure that's the right way up. Don't want to stick the cover upside down now. Okay, right, what I'm going to do here is slightly, maybe slightly trim. No, I think it's fine. Am I? So just a little bit. Needs trimming just a tad. Okay. And I'll glue into those corners. Up there. Okay. Put a tiny bit of glue on there, just a little bit, because I just feel that, just in case they start to come off. There, that's it. There we go. Right, I'll go and see if my cover, you know, panel is dry. Now I can find the middle. Find the middle wherever you are. Make sure it's the right way up. Just there. That's right, because we covered that. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay, that's nice and dry. What else? I found that, well, of course, I'm going to use one of these, but I would like a journal. So I'll design that tonight that will fit that, so I can just cut them out. And I'll do a printable sheet, so I'll do a few words, and then I can I'll put that on my website later. So I can't totally finish it because I'm gonna, like I say, I want the word journal on there. So what I do first is I put my little bit of lace on here before I stick that down. Yeah. I hope you can see there. I just placed a bit of lace there. Okay, because I quite fancy that there. Right, so what I'm going to do here is in the middle is dot some glue around. Because you can always glue down the other bits safely after. And very gently. So, alright, let's have a look. The sun's in my way. Okay, all right, this is another new day. I was played around with these last night on the computer. So I'm sorry, they won't come. They will be blank page, printable page. I'll put them on my website on the freebie section. If you don't know where it is, just look at the top bar. It says freebies. If you click on that, then all the files, there's quite a few actually, they're all there. Plus, I most probably put them on Junk Journals UK and the other one as well. Junk Journal Junkies. I'll put them on there as well. I actually done them to fit these, which is the one I wanted, which was these. And as I was doing them, I thought, oh, it'd be better if I don't have anything around, just in case I need them for other things. So, which was, I've only got a couple left of the Tim Holtz one, because they're very, very expensive here. I think they're sort of like, I don't know, £7 or £8 for 4, is it? Something like that, which is quite, I think, quite a lot. But they fit on there, so that's brilliant. So, you know, for all the American people, you can use these, and any other words that you can think of that you would like, let me know and I'll do a sheet. You know, I have no problem with that. The only problem I have is thinking of the words when I'm doing it. I know I wanted journal, but I've decided not to go with journal because the sewing journal that I've done isn't really a journal, is it? Because there's not a lot of places to journal in it. So I'm going to call it Timeless Treasures. And I think that would be better myself, because it's memories now. Yeah, I suppose. No, I'm going to call it that anyway. So yeah, and it fits these as well. I think they just fit those, where if I'd done the circle just a little bit, the oval, a little bit wider, it'd be okay. But it's all right, but they fit on these ones, no problem. So, field notes there. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I just put the ink directly onto the paper. This is an inkjet. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could print it out on my laser, I have no problem, but I thought I'd play around for the people that have inkjets. I put it directly on there, and and then watered it down, and I still didn't like it. So what I found better, I like this way, which I spritz first, like that. Yeah, it's not running. That was printed on an inkjet. And then just dab around lightly and build up very, like, you know, not quickly, slowly. Then I think and I think you could do that with any of the colours, as long as you just spritz first and then dry it off. I mean, that's tea stain one. Vintage photo would be fine too. Let's have a look, see what I mean. So, and that's aged it a bit more. So I've got a little bit of coffee stain on that, which I've done after as well. There we go. Should we have a little spritz of coffee and see what happens? All go terribly wrong now. That's all I want. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, right, on with the journal then. Done that, so I've got that, put that on the front, haven't I? Right, also, while I was sorting out bits and pieces, I made the holes in here. I measure from the top, bottom, get the centre. And then this way, I get the centre, and then because I do two holes there, I do 1/4 inch each side. All right, so it releases the pressure a bit if you have 2 holes there. So, right, where was I? Anyway, doing the front. So we've got that you know about. I've got these 2 little bits of fabric doily, which I think would look nice here. Like that, and then that will be over the top, and then we'll have a bow, very similar to the ones, you know, that I've done previously, which there's a tutorial on those. And I also found a flower for the top. Yeah, so I've got those, and dangle on that one. Yeah, so I've done those. So there's a tutorial on that, which I'll link below. Right, so that's what we're going to do here. As we've got very noisy neighbours this week, very. And they seem to just let the dog out in the garden. And Oh my gosh, it's so noisy. But never mind, it's okay. It's only a dog. Right. So stick this down first. Oh, and I found a flower too. And I thought that would look nice up here. Yep. Lucky my sister's been making them and they're absolutely beautiful. I said, oh, I'm going to design some packaging for her, and I said she should sell them really because they're really lovely. She's playing around burning bits of fabric and all sorts. She loves all that. We're not coming out today. Right, let's have a look. I prefer hearing the seagulls. I am a dog lover, so don't think I'm not. I'm very much an animal lover. Okay. Oh, I was going to put something fake in there, actually. Actually, I might put another gem. So I've got one that's fallen out here as well, so I'm going to put a gem instead of a brad. And that can just sit on the top. I'm straight. I'm going to have to use my head again, sorry. Done that all wonky for you there, didn't I? Right, it's going to have to come down, so I want it to hide the edge of that. Okay. This one I will hold in place until it's stuck down, okay? Because it's very important that one's stuck down. Okay, I think my hot glue is hot enough because I like to do the bow with hot glue so I can manoeuvre it around how I like to do it. So I just tied a bow and that is going to sit under there, and then I'm going to do something like I've done before with that. Now, I hope I'm in frame. Let's put a bit of glue in the middle there first. Just hold that on there while it sets. Oh, also, I've got little corners. I think, yeah, I only need one corner up here because the flower is going to be there. That's it. A tiny bit of glue, and I like to twist my ends, and then, where are you? There. Like that. And down there. Just twist over, and then I will glue that there. I think it sounds like they've left their dog in. Well, it's not too hot for it to be out anyway, so. There we go. And then just trim off that one too, a little bit neater. And then I also tiny bit of glue under here. Make sure they're well stuck down, yep. That's it, right, and I need to find a couple of gems to fit those. I'm going to need two big ones. Oh, actually, before I go on, I'll do this one here. And I'm going to do that with Fabri-Tac. So hold that in place for a second. Okay, right, I'm not putting the flower on because I want to find the gems, like I said, and also might have something dangling from that. It's quite a big flower, but I think it does. This is where I get like, does it go? Let's have a look. I think it does actually. It's going to cover that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I'm going to have seam binding here. It's probably the same colour as this. So, and then that's, yeah, I think that will bring all that in together. Yes, I have put all my threads on a lot of tags. I haven't quite finished yet. I've done a few yesterday when the sun was in here. So all I've done is gone through and put some of this through and some seam binding that I dyed earlier. So it's finished. I'm quite sad to finish this one actually. I really am. It's been lovely. It's been a joy, but I don't want to put that on there now till I got that sorted. Oh, the glue's escaping. Okay. Okay, I sorted out the gem situation. I just put some gems in there, and I found this. This had 3 on. I just see if the Tim Holtz scissors would take them off, because I want that to sit in under the, well, you know, through the flower here. Okay, and I have 1 dangle, not 3. So, good old trusty Tim Holtz scissors. These are very cheap, sort of a bit plasticky, but I'm going to do my rusting technique on it. So, I mean, you have to be quite good. Quite strong. I'm not very strong anymore. I used to be, but not now. I do this with the buttons as well. I haven't got a shank cutter, so the other one come off really easy. This one's not going to budge. That's bending nice, so it will. There you go. Okay, sometimes it's a little bit rough up there. All you do is get your nail file and just file it away. I mean, I'm not too worried about damaging anything on these because I'm gonna, like I say, rust technique. And I do this with the buttons as well. There you go. Sorry, I shouldn't do it over the journal really. There we go. Okay, so that is going to go underneath the flower like so, and then I'm gonna, it's great for my dangle. Okay, well, you've seen my rust technique. I'm just going to go ahead and do that one. So I don't need to show that, and once it's dry we shall find something to dangle from it. Okay, that's what I've decided to do. I found these little 2 which I'm going to put on here like that, but I haven't got any of my jewellery making stuff up here. I got it in the house because I tend to do things like that at night when I've got 5 minutes. So I haven't done it. That's pinned behind there. I didn't want too much of it showing actually, so I've sort of hidden it, and then that will dangle from there about like that. Okay, because I think the Goldie actually went okay with everything. Okay, and that's all I had actually. I know I've got some really pretty ones from Safina, which they will go on the sides of my journal because they're on paper clips, but they are absolutely beautiful, and they will definitely be going on this journal, but not all of them. As I said, I'm going to keep a few myself. Right, okay, so what shall I do now? Right, I'm going to leave that then because there's no point in putting that on until I've done the little charm. I might go and do that in a minute and then it's done, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got to have some lunch anyway, so that would be a good idea. I'll just go and pop and do that, put it on a jump ring. Okay. Right, here is the flip through, and all done. Here's the front cover. That's it, nice and chunky. Oh, minus the fluff. There we go. And that's the spine there. So it measures. Oh dear, I didn't have a ruler ready. Go into my mess here. It's usually around about 6. Let's have a look. Yeah, I would say 6 by nearly 8.5. Okay, and you've seen most, well, the process is there for this one. There we go. Right, seam binding on the closure there. That's it. I haven't defluffed it yet, so I've got to do that. I've got to go in and just get rid of all the fluffs. So here's the double pocket that I've done. I won't go into detail. That's the book in one of the tutorials that I've done. There's the large tags, all bits and pieces here. There's the button cards. That's it. Another pocket here, some buttons in. Tag there. It was such a joy to do this one. That's the envelope that's been made into a booklet. And a little flip here. Yeah. Just put some little tags in there. I'm not sure they're available in my shop. Haven't put anything around that one though. I just done it to sort of with the blue going on. I thought that looked okay. That's original button card there. They've all been sewn. A lot of the tags, 90% of the tags are all sewn around. And there's a card there. Some journaling spot on the back. I managed to find these. I love these. That's all I had about 10, so I've used most of them in here. So it went really well with this. That's a large pocket. It's just out of a piece of paper from a sewing book. Vintage sewing book, I will say. And I can never, do you know what? I can never get these in. So strange. On camera, no problem any other time. There we go, I've put one of those in. I didn't put too many of those in because it was just chock-a-block anyway with different things going on, so this is only going to be a quick flick through because you've seen the whole process. And if you haven't, go and watch the videos of it being made. I've left a lot of the strands. Oh, hold on a minute. Interrupted again. Yeah, so, oh, and there's a little glassine bag there with a tag in. I've got those off Safina. Thank you, Safina. Same as same as these. That's where I put one of them here. Lovely, beautiful charms from Safina. Go and check her. I think she's on Junk Journal Junkies, like I've said, because I've also done a separate video on my Happy Mail that I've received lately. So, and that was one of them. There's a flip out here. All been coffee stained. Vellum there. Like I say, I've got to go through yet and get all the fluff out. Just thought I'd got time now to do the video. And that's another charm that I had off there. I don't know, it looks so lovely. It's so beautiful. 2 large tags. I made that into a large tag like I said I was going to. So it sticks higher out there. Flip out there. A little bit of stamping on there. I didn't get round to doing a lot of stamping actually in the end. I was going to, but I just thought it's got enough going on. It didn't need any more. I just made some tags out of the small little tags that I downsized. And then there's a big tag in there. And these are all lined. There's another pocket in here. Something. This was the altered envelope that I done. I really enjoyed doing that. Let's flip out here. Flip out there. It's one of they're freebie and junk journal junkies, all on my website. It's one of the little books I've done, just all bits of paper that's left hanging around. Large pocket in here. I've got some book pages in there. Tag. And these are all the altered tags that we've done. Another freebie. Envelope here. I think there's a journaling card in that one, that's all. Yeah, just a journaling card in there. Let's take some pictures actually, because I forgot the last few times. Flipsy, I knew I was going to say flipping, a tip-in. I called it a flipping once and it's stuck, isn't it? Oh, I got some dangles down here as well, some beads. I thought they were really sweet. They've got like little bits of glass on them. They're not glass, but you know, it looks like it. Lots of tall pockets there. A small envelope with a journaling card in. Tags here. Actually quite like that if it tucks under that envelope. Some of them I've left, you know, not putting any what do you call it, seam binding at the top or anything, because I thought, well, there's so much going on, you know, now and again it's okay to leave it. There's another one of the altered tags that we've done. That's just journaling paper in there. There's all sorts in here. In this one there's the needle envelope. God, my memory today is terrible. Tiny little booklet I made out of some spare paper just to tuck in the bottom there. There's another tag we altered. That is coin envelope, journaling card inside. And all tag there. in both of those. Centre of the second signature. It's my little mini envelope I've done out of vellum. I just shrunk down the image and then printed them on vellum. There's a little booklet in there. And this was something I'd done and I just added it because I thought it looked cute. Just a bit of paper, that's all. So, that goes in behind it and then just stays there. So, tags in here. Belly band, where sometimes I'll put a paper clip here to stop them moving, but it's not actually too bad today. They're staying put, so. Journaling card. Just put a couple of journaling cards in there. Another altered, and then there's the vellum envelope there. And a flip out. It's just a journaling spot there. They've been made out of the tissue paper and just backed on a very sort of thin bit of card, that's all, because it was actually quite thick. Some vintage book paper, sewn out my sewing book. Another one of those beautiful charms from Safina. Just make sure none of the pages are squashed. And there's a pocket. Large tag. Okay. And the back page. And I've put my name. Oops, upside down. Put my name here. Created with Love by Archie Mays. And that sits in there. Okay. So that's it. All done. Okay, you've seen the back. You've seen quite a lot of this really. So, right, what I think I might do is I've got loads of things left over from the journal that I've done. I think I've got enough to say make another single signature journal. Now, I think it'd be nice to give it as a giveaway. Not the actual journal, the kit to do the journal. There'll be lots of tags that I've done that's left over. There'll be pages that some might be coffee stained, some might not. But I will put some coffee stain pages in, and I'll do a little, I might do a video though on that, and to see if, you know, you want it as a giveaway. So it will be like, oh, I've got some of this cover. I've got enough most probably to do a journal. There might not be enough left over to do anything inside, but then I'm sure there's enough to do this bit and the cover. Okay, so I'll make sure, or perhaps just small, you know, a smaller journal. So let me know what you think and whether you would think that would be nice for a giveaway. It'll be loads of bits of lace, you know, everything that I've used, because I've got loads of left over and it's all here at the moment, you know, and I can give you a metre of lengths of this trim. I can't give you any of that because that was my last bit, so definitely, but I can maybe find another one that might go with it. So if you fancy, you know, that as a kit for a giveaway, just let me know and I'll go ahead and put one together and do it as a giveaway and do a little video. So again, thank you very much for watching the series. I know there's been a few of you that have really enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed doing it. That's one of the main things, if you know, especially for beginners, because we've all been there, and it's all a bit daunting at first, but once you get into it, it's really, really lovely, and it's fun, and you will never look at an envelope in the same way again. Okay, thanks very much. I'm rambling on again, and we will see you with the giveaway and maybe the beginning of my next journal. Okay, bye for now.